Hello, welcome back for our next episode of Necrobiotic, or it snowed in April, playing Necrobiotic. Um, I am very excited for this episode. I am unfortunately unable to play today, but I'm excited to see and hear what everybody else does. Before we jump into everything, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves and their characters. I'm just going to say a few quick words about our sponsors first. Let me just get those links into chat. Our sponsors are Fundamental RPG, which is a simple D20 system. It is not tied to any genre, so you can use it to tell any story that you would like. And you can pick up the physical version on Amazon if you want the book that you can hold in your hand. Or if you prefer digital versions that you can put on a tablet or your phone, the PDF version is available at coffee.com/raven, like it says at the bottom of the screen. And until the end of the month, you can pick that up for half off. So it's less than $10. It's a good time to pick that up. Also, Intrepid is also at coffee.com/raven. It's adventuring gear for real life, a bunch of different products like drinkware and apparel with a tabletop theme to them. So check that out. You'll probably find something that you will enjoy. And then finally, Die Hard Dice, which they sell incredible metal and polymer dice sets, as well as a bunch of dice accessories and things like that. In particular, I recommend checking out the Fey Bloom set right now. There's a link to that directly in chat. And then, yeah, everything else, just go to dieharddice.com, and if you use the code BLACKFEATHER, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off of your entire order. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this show or any others on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. All that out of the way, we'll go to the top left with Anthony. Tell us a little bit about Dr. Venn and yourself.
Hi, my name is ChairboxAVA, twitter.com/ChairboxAVA. I am just a guy who plays tabletops, does writing, streaming stuff, works on projects. I like producing things. It's kind of just happy to be here, So I'm playing Dr. Venn. He is a very eccentric archivist who's kind of holds some curtains wide open, but the party isn't really aware of yet. Which I'm really excited to get to today, if we do get to it. But essentially, he is a guy with some severe memory loss, but has sort of created a system that helps him remember things, important things, and it's kind of made that part of his way he interacts with the world. He is a man dedicated to science, but more importantly, he does have just sort of this chaotic neutral edge that kind of pervades all what he does. Everything he does is good, bad, and everything in between, all the time, kind of like a paradox. So, I'm excited for you guys to see more of him.
Awesome. Next, let's hop over to Hope. Tell us a little bit about Teddy and yourself.
Teddy is a giant of a man, but he's very handsome. I talk about this a lot, but it's important. He's a technophant, which means that he's just a sort of like mechanized soldier type. He carries, resigned to death. He carries his armor around in a box that will be his coffin. But he has surprising connections to the people around him. He's actually very social, despite being misanthropic. It's just selective. Yeah, I love him. It's too bad what's going to happen. I'm Hope Tracy. You can find me at HopeTracy71 on Twitter, and on Monday nights on Milady Saito's channel for various things. That's about it. I'm actually cutting down on stuff I'm doing, so
all right,
it's fine. I'm also very tired, even though I've slept like way more than I should have.
Sometimes that can do it to you too. Next, we've got Josh. Josh, tell us a little bit about Jace Flankman and yourself. Oh no, did Zoom freeze up again?
Yeah. Oh, nope.
Oh,
Is it working now? Yeah, I was literally about to say, hey, my internet isn't great right now. And yeah, there we go. I I don't know what I've done everything I can to make it better. It's just something outside the house is doing it. But yeah. Oh.
Oh, you're good. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Still.
Because all I see is everything just stops. I'm just like, oh, okay. Should I stop? Should I keep going?
It's going on actually. Nope, now it isn't.
All right. There we go.
Wait, should we skip me for now? Should we just skip me for now?
We can.
Or I mean, you know my usual spiel. Do you want to do my usual spiel?
I can hear you now, so go for it.
Okay, I'll try to do it real fast. Jace Flegman is a large, rotund guy. Think of him like in Spider-Man: The Spider-Verse, the Kingpin, and he's huge. And he's got a small head, but he's also really nice.
Ah.
Oh no.
At least it's not a weird expression.
It's true.
He's actually got not a mean bone in his body. What's that?
There we go.
It's going all over.
We're catching most of it.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, you can find me at Hobox at most things. I'm trying to do a thing with Rootberry Occult, but I'd rather people find me at Teenagers and Troublemakers, which is a podcast I do with my kids. I'm actually going to put a couple of links in the little chat box. One to the YouTube page, mainly you can see my awful animations, and also to a Twitter account. Specifically, I commissioned a comic from this guy, Liam Martin Art on Instagram. I think he's really good. I like his style, and I'm trying.
Oh no.
No. All right.
We almost had it. It was almost there.
to help let people see his art and maybe commission. If you guys call
Perfect.
any of that.
We caught most of it.
Most.
All right. Normally, I would be playing Sophie McDay. She's an interesting character. She's very introverted and sort of MacGyver's old technology together into new things. But I am unable to play today, so she is going to just tag along with everyone, being quiet and introverted. And feel free to have her build stuff if needed for the group. Next, let's hop over to Wowzers. Tell us a little bit about Officer Bateman and yourself.
Yes, okay. About myself, I'm Wowzers. You can see right here below, 2 V's, not a W, because the W was taken. I'm working on a lot of stuff. I got a lot of personal stuff going on, but I can't talk about it yet because I don't like to talk about things before they're done and jinx them. As far as the game, I am playing Officer Bateman. I am a militia. I was basically just brainwashed by the Citadel, and I'm starting to figure that out, and it's kind of fun. I like playing someone on the inside that's, kind of trying to start to change things, because I kind of feel like I would like to do that in real life, but it's a lot easier to do it in a game. So and I got attached to a little child. Now I'm gonna start an orphanage.
Deadly assassins.
I'm going off the
He has
books.
parents.
She does not have her parents. She has parents, but they kind of just took her. We don't know that story. Okay.
She will turn into a transient. She'll just go where.
I feel like every time we bring up like she has parents, the rest of us are like, does she though?
Yes.
She has guardians.
Really?
That's just wishful thinking. I say as a person who's had multiple sets of parents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, anyways.
This is just commentary on the foster care system. That's all.
I'm gonna leave it up to
Foster
her.
parents.
It's gonna be like that scene in like Air Bud where we're both like, the dude's like, "That's my dog," and so we just put her in the middle and let her go to whoever she wants.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
She'd be
Wherever
like,
she
which-
feels safe, that's what she
You're gonna
wants.
put her in an institution.
No,
You're making an orphanage to dump her into. That's way worse than having foster
I'm
parents.
making an orphanage that I can watch the children and know they're safe because I'm watching them.
Umbrella Company, I think, is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Essentially.
And if they have superpowers,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, next we've got Mitch. Tell us about your fabulous self and this wonderful game, and take it away.
Hi. Kitty needs love.
I hear you.
My name is Mitchell, also known as Penny Fertel on all the social medias. Necrobiotic successfully funded, and we just got the funds, so we are paying for our editor, and hopefully we'll be done soon. We got a couple more pieces of art to do, but then we should be about done with the book, and that'll be it. It'll be lovely and amazing. We can start exploring some of the other supplements and stuff that we have been thinking about for the future. But there's also another TTRPG I got going on in October, which I'm writing for, which is Chew, the TTRPG, based on the New York best-selling Image comic book Chew of the same name. I have it right here. So yeah, coming to Kickstarter October, published by Imagining Games. So make sure to check it out. But yeah, I think are we ready to hop in? Are we doing this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Buckle up. It's about to get bumpy. So last time we left off, everyone was kind of chilling and having a good day. I think, like, everyone. I think Dr. Venn had a good peer review. And it was just a typical day, right? Like, it was, it was good times. I don't think anyone had a bad day.
I had a very hard time, and both my knees got hit by a baseball bat.
You gotta wear safety equipment.
You had a bad day. You had a bad day.
Yeah, that's what starts playing.
Mm-hmm. But like bat instead of bad, right? Yeah.
Sophie was going to a party.
Yeah, you were going.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think everyone was going to that party that evening, right?
What? No,
did
just
we-
Sophie.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was just.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, Teddy had just finished up his talk with his roommate, which went about as he expected. They were eating raviolis and drinking espresso.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes that makes today easy because Sophie will just.
So we're
be
going to a
at
party?
At that party. I mean, it's whatever you guys want to do. I mean, you guys have the night stands before you. The actions and activities of the day stand behind you as you reminisce fondly about all the amazing things that happen. But soon you'll need to go meet up with the caravan that's going to be heading outside of the city into who knows where.
Well, I mean, Teddy has time for that date now, so.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm the only person that didn't get a date.
I mean, Ven didn't get a date.
Did you even try?
Yeah, did you even try?
Ven didn't try.
No.
I mean, Ven, you could be like, after that peer review, be like, hey, are you doing anything later?
Oh, that's right. Blankman has to take the receptionist out for cookies.
Well, I was gonna say Flagman might have a date, but he is completely unaware that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's part of the bureaucracy. Yeah, I was gonna say I have notes, but I don't have a good connection. So let's see. Oh no! Oh no!
Hmm?
No,
I'm
my
genius now.
my screen just went all crazy. I was about to read. Okay, this might be a little. Why did it just do that? How do you
F11.
unzoom? Anyway, I'll try to read my notes real fast. Let's see what I got. Riding in a crazy car back to the city walls. Nobody followed us. We have roughly 3 to 4 days. Dr. Vin, 3 successes. My notes don't make a lot of sense. Airplanes? Dr. Vin is berated for 30 minutes, got an advantage, and then I think he took damage.
Yeah, that was good times.
Bateman researches. Engineer Buffman. Yeah, you could have asked Buffman.
Man.
Yeah, like you did it. See, it's not. You could have a date. You just are,
And he
are
makes
focused on your
monkey
work.
toys for the kids. You want to start an orphanage.
I'm going in reverse order. I want a child and then I want to get married.
Yeah.
It explodes sometimes. Timothy in research. Timothy's officers in the trailer. Offices in the trailer. Bateman trips a lot of traps. Blades, baseball bat, and syringes.
Aw, yeah.
Timothy led several vehicles to look. Led several vehicles to look for other villages. Didn't go well. Most didn't survive. Only 2. Timothy was forced to leave. Rose was the other survivor. Sophie is looking for parts. Special screwdriver. Makes a super Game Boy. Blue-haired woman, Indigo. Yeah, Sophie's part. Tackle hug. There's a blender. And those awful smoothies.
The sandwich. Yeah. Those are the best.
Let's see here. Teddy talks to roommate. I missed something about raviolis.
He brought street food home. It was raviolis.
Oh, okay. I think I might have missed that. I was like, I wrote what I could hear. Talk about leaving Florence, how drained they are, and then my very last note: Tiffany wants a private meeting with Flankman.
Yeah, we heard that.
That's my
Wink.
very half-assed synopsis.
That's
Excellent.
good.
I think we should do that every game.
I followed all of that
To be
perfectly.
honest, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've said this. I can't listen and write at the same time, so I can only do like 3 words at a time and then go back to listening.
Well, that's why you missed the ravioli bit.
That probably is why my brain, like literally, I just is something I can't do.
Yeah, so I mean, to catch everyone up, I think we were going to everyone would meet at like a coffee place, or actually, where would you guys meet? Like baguettes, coffee? Are you like sausage? You like hang out eating sausages together?
I think we should meet at Teddy's place again. I really liked that, and I want to see what happens between Flankman and the roommate again.
You're gonna spy on him. I mean,
It's funny too because the 2 roommates who were kind of like psych, I don't remember what their names were, but they had names, and the roommate that Teddy's really connected to has no name.
I'm just gonna sit there with my coffee watching him like,
yeah, I mean, once again, I was gonna say Flankman's pretty punctual, so he will arrive wherever he was told to be. He'll be there and follow procedure.
Yeah. Yeah, so Teddy actually, like, having a little more time to anticipate that you'll be there is, standing at the stove, actually making, like, not just rolls and butter, because he's able to go shopping the night before. So there's, like, greens and yeah, there's greens. It's late enough in the year that there's some greens and, like, some oatmeal and some eggies and coffee, of course. And I imagine Flankman is there eating.
Well, actually, hold on. Maybe I missed it. Okay, so is everybody meeting at Teddy's, or are we meeting at the coffee thing? Sorry, I must have missed that.
Teddy's is the coffee thing.
Oh, okay. So, but Flankman meeting up for coffee with Tiffany won't happen. Is it going to happen later, or?
Oh! Do you want to play out the date with Tiffany?
Well, that was like literally, isn't that like first thing in the morning? He's supposed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's up. So we could have this because like our time for these couple of days is kind of sparse and fluid.
Okay, we're just kind of loosey goosey.
Yeah, just do this all the time.
Jeremy Barely. Okay, yeah. It makes perfect sense.
So making breakfast is before we head out to the wall. So we can put that aside for now and talk about Flankman being awkward with the date that he was forced into.
Okay, so
I want to hear about this.
You preparing a nice breakfast is the day of leaving. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So are we doing the awkward date first? Is that what we're feeling?
Yes.
I mean, that's what Bateman's spying on Flankman doing, right?
no, I was gonna spy on you at Teddy's house. I don't know to spy on you at this date unless I'm just following all of you guys.
So Flankman is on a date with Tiffany. Teddy, are you on a date with anyone?
Yeah, the Technofont from the florist.
Yeah. The floors, the Venice, potentially the Venice connection there. And then do you have a date?
If you count a conspiracy board that he's been filling for the past couple days following his research, he has a date with Mystery, I guess.
Well, there are lots of dates on the board.
There are dates on the board. Yeah,
Look at my calendars.
If Flinkman's like, I'm gonna like, if Flinkman ever comes to his dorm, there's just like paper everywhere. He hasn't done any work on constructs. He's just sort of like filling in gaps on things he's learned about of the archives, and kind of brought a lot of stuff home, and just like it's like ink and stuff like that. Like if Flinkman ever comes over,
So here's what we're gonna do. In true romantic comedy fashion, everyone is gonna meet up at this restaurant without making prior plans, with their dates. And like you guys kind of, it's that like Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they see each other like in the restaurant, like
You can't avoid seeing Teddy.
like these two beefy people just sitting at the table.
Hard to miss.
Flankman and Tiffany. Dr. Venn, you actually have a real date. Your little contraption lets you know with a sticky note. You've probably forgotten all about it, but when you come to the restaurant or whatever, however you decide to dress yourself up, or maybe you don't, who knows? But you see this gorgeous, like blonde-haired woman in the corner in a very beautiful gown. Just sitting there waiting for you, and your like little contraption says like that's your date, like don't fuck it up.
Like, you don't remember writing it yourself that way.
just intense confusion. And he's just kind of puts his fingers together. Guten Morgen, Fräulein. I trust you're doing well.
I'm doing very well. I'm just glad you showed up. You're kind of a hard man to get out on some occasions.
Yeah, I'm a busy man, but I'm so excited to see you.
Well, I hope so. I think if tonight's plays out right, we might be seeing a little bit more of each other.
I shall use the bathroom real quick. Just a moment. And he goes back in and like takes off his thing and just like frantically searches his bar. Just like, come on, it would be rose red, right? And no, that's so quiche. And basically he's searching through. This is great. I do think Dr. Venn, at least one part of him would have been like, I'm too much of a mess right now to be dating. So the fact that this is happening is very surprising to him. He told himself, like through a card, not to put himself on the market, and now here he is on a date. It's just sort of like, ZC's bad. And just like slams the cards closed and just like, all right, we're going to wing it. Why am I here again? And like just kind of look around the bathroom and like suddenly forget, and then come out the door and then see her again. It's like, and goes back inside to look through his cards again. And then it's like 10 minutes, and then he comes back out and like, what will it be, my darling?
If you're into it, we could sort of maybe potentially play around with some of your past research papers, maybe talk about the various ways to use construct in a sort of scientific experimental way. If you're into experiments and interesting things like that.
Oh, I mean, if you know me, then you know I'm absolutely about experiments. What are you? How has work in the Citadel been? Huh?
It's been absolutely divine. I enjoy my research. I enjoy the time that I have. And it's kind of like around this point, and going back, Bateman, how are you there?
Am I there?
Yes, because it's a romantic comedy. Of course you're there. Like this.
Is this like a date restaurant? Like, do I have?
Oh
to
yeah, like because Florence like wants people to make babies. And not just like make babies, just be parents and stuff like that, and just like they're like, you know, continue humanity. They have some very special restaurants that their whole thing is like
of the national budget goes to...
Yeah, it's like y'all need to have romance. Go romance stuff, please.
I guess Bateman's just like doesn't even realize that this is a romantic setting at all. She's just like, oh, this restaurant's really quiet and it's good to like I can get a lot of thinking done in there. So she just has this huge folder of like case information, and that's my date. I just like always go to this little booth in the corner, and I'm just gonna like flop this huge folder of case information down and start spreading it out on the table. Just like, I really like how quiet it is in here. Why is everybody so quiet? Just not getting that it's like romantic. So I'm just gonna keep working.
Yeah.
But I need food.
And it's kind of one of those like kind of weird things where like the tables kind of have to be shuffled around in order to make way for a very large party from the Citadel, which of course brings you all together in like this long form table with Teddy, their date, Flankman, their date, then their date, and then it's Bateman at the corner, like just
Doing what I do.
yeah.
I probably don't even like recognize that they're there for like a good 20 minutes or so. I'm just like writing, and then I hear a like recognizable voice, and I'm like, oh, there's other people at this table. Hi, I know you guys. You're on dates?
Oh, hi, Bateman. This is my rendezvous.
I recognize that he probably doesn't know her name, so I'm just gonna hold my hand out to shake her hand and like, oh, I'm Officer Bateman, and then see what she says to me.
Excellent. I am Dr. Glenn.
Nice to meet. Would I know?
She's an architect.
Dr. Glenn?
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, she's like, I'm here for one purpose. I read several of Dr. Vent's papers, and I thought to myself the other evening, well, if there was anyone who should copulate in order to produce children that might provide humanity with an edge, I thought, hey, Dr. Ven has good genes. I have good genes. Together, I think we would make some wonderful children.
How do you know I have good genes?
Well, you are very intelligent. That, I feel, is something passed down from person to person, that potential.
I mean, how do you know I have genitals?
A romance story of the ages.
I think it is.
One for the books.
Yes, and so if Dr. Ven is interested after this date, we could probably going to talk about how exactly we wanted to do this and such. So this has been a very exciting date. Dr. Ven is very interesting.
Oh, this is a fantastic date. So well. This is going so well. And Venice is giving
He does actually
Pinkman
laugh.
just the most confused eyes ever. Like, what is going on? Please help me.
Yeah, and Teddy, your date is just kind of like looking around, like, is this normal?
It's the new normal. I didn't expect to be packed in with them like this. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's out of your control. I know this place is, sometimes, it feels like the whole city is like very excited, and thus these restaurants are like crowded.
Teddy is actually dressed really nicely. He expected to go someplace nice, so he's wearing a tux that fits.
Yeah,
Because it also covers everything.
Yeah, they're wearing a nice tux too.
Excellent.
Fabulous.
It's difficult to fit the armor on over dresses.
I agree. You probably like see both of their coffins like
Yep.
parked outside.
Yeah. What color? What color is their cummerbund?
Periwinkle.
Very nice.
You got a coffin hitching post.
Mm-hmm. Just like, don't run off, coffin.
Love it. Or a bike lock.
And Tiffany's just excited to be there with you, Plankman. Just like,
I was gonna ask real quick. I know this is all right. Since constructs perform so many duties, I don't know why, but this is supposed to be romantic. Has anybody ever seen the Forbidden Zone? That old Oingo Boingo problematic movie in a lot of ways.
I don't think so.
The only reason there's a whenever they're sitting at the dining table, the king and the queen of the underworld are sitting at this dining table. The chandelier is literally a guy just hanging from the ceiling with candles in both his hands and both his feet, and like, and he occasionally, by the end of the movie, he's a skeleton, but he just kind of twirls around occasionally. And I keep thinking like there's like a construct trying to create ambiance.
Yeah, like,
yeah. Sorry, that's what I've been in my head this whole time. Like they're like, oh yeah, this creates.
yeah, no, I think it's like this beautiful like lighted candles up there. It's like this human torso with about 8 arms sticking out of it, with like holding these candles and stuff, and just kind of moving it so that the light is really kind of like glowing off of people's faces. It looks very nice and attractive.
I mean, in a very morbid way, that actually would be very pretty.
Yeah, like it's amazing. Like, like putting like little like glass over it to create like these little stars along the walls, and
yeah, there's different colors. There's like one that is like that. It's almost like a stained glass, like stained glass. So there's like multiple colors. Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, Flakeman will be like, I'm glad I got the note that the time and place changed. I brought some information. I didn't know. Once again, I still haven't found in the company handbook exactly how this procedure is supposed to go. So I will follow your lead, Miss Tiffany.
Oh, I mean, you take the lead. I'm kind of here to enjoy myself, or maybe dance.
Oh,
a little bit, or-
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
or if you wanna
initially
do
you wanted
business.
coffee and a pop, I believe.
Yeah, like that can still happen here.
Oh, I mean, it just the atmosphere and oh look, there's I know them from work. But I know you from work also. Is this a state sanctioned restaurant anyway?
Darn right it is.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
They just push us in here to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I hear a street name for this place is Baby Makers. But anyway,
Baby Makers 2. The
It's like
first
the
one burned
spaghetti
down.
factory, but it's like the baby factory.
but yes, I've never had the pleasure of actually being able to sit in here and enjoy a meal myself. I usually get my food to go. What would you what is your do they have menus? Who serves us? Are they Are they constructs or are they people? I have no idea.
For usually people. Yeah. The construct just tend to not be as romantic.
This is where they draw the line. It's like coffee construct.
You have to be
Uh,
reminded of people and the future.
That
And
is
constructs don't remind you of the future.
Oh, so we're served by children? No.
Believe the children are our future.
Yeah, I mean, what would be? I guess I've never been to Florence, and this is a different version of Florence. What kind of food would be considered romantic? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like lobster, steak.
So all that's like all the high end stuff is very, very hard to acquire.
Yeah,
so,
I figured,
but it
yeah.
is like nice. So you guys,
Some really nice plates.
I mean, lobsters
Yeah.
are bottom feeders. They might no longer be considered nice food anymore.
Yeah, you have zucchini noodles with kind of the organic meat substitute, kind of almost these corn cakes with kind of a very brittle and textury exterior, kind of resembling steak in that way, with a lovely cherry sauce and some bread.
Yeah, Flankman he'll just point at the menu and be like, is this okay with you?
Yeah, this is swell. This is nice.
Oh, excellent. You
brought
like
papers?
Well, yes, in case I needed to take notes or in case you needed more information. I figured this seemed like it was going to be a longer interaction than I was anticipating, so I didn't know if I like to be as prepared as possible.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I doing something incorrectly?
No, you're about right, or what I've come to expect. So no, this is fine.
Good to. I'm glad that I'm on the ball, so to speak.
Yeah, you're on the medium line of the curve. Yeah,
I mean,
doing all right.
I try to aim. Well, okay, we're grading on a curve now. But that's something else I didn't know in the handbook. But of course, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's how it is. All right, so everyone give me a charisma check.
Oh, I gotta draw cards.
Yes, everyone take your breath.
Oh yeah.
6, correct?
Mm-hmm. Unless you're better than everyone else. Then you do 7.
We'll define better than, like, officially, or do I have to use XP, or...
I am already better than everyone else. I have that ability.
XP.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
it's
said a flesh?
yeah, it's flesh charisma.
Can I use empathy?
Yeah, you can use empathy or appearance.
Okay.
to be honest.
Then I have not a 9,
Let me see here. I actually might have some.
a jack and a
bonus.
3. My jack is a 6.
How many successes do we need?
The more successes you have, the better your date is going.
Oh, I'm alone, so I'm just gonna go for 1.
I have So this is Suit of Hearts, right? Or is this
Mhm. Yeah, hearts.
I have empathy, but not charisma.
Yeah, but you can use empathy or charisma. I'm using empathy. My recently acquired empathy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use my empathy. I have a 7 of Hearts that I shall use for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll actually Flankman will, because even despite how awkward he is, he's genuinely trying his best. He's trained in empathy, and I have multiple hearts to pick from, so I'll use an ace of hearts and a 3 of hearts. Is that
Can you
that's
add
how
up
it works,
to 8?
right? I'm sorry.
Can you add up to 8?
Oh, you mean like? I mean, I have. Is that like? I don't know. Maybe I
If you
missed it.
get 8 or above, it's another success.
If you're
Yeah.
if you're 2 cards that you play total 8,
Ah,
It'll be an
in
extra
that case,
success.
5. I can actually. I have a 5 of hearts and a 3 of hearts, so I'll do that.
So it's 3 instead of 2.
3 success. All right, hold
I'll
up
do a
your
7 and a
successes.
2.
Is this
You're having
2
a
or
baby,
3?
sir.
Is it 8 or above, or exactly 8?
8 or above.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is 9. My jacket's
Mhm.
a 6.
Excellent, cool. All right, so that's you got.
What did you get, Vin?
You got 1 success.
Ooh.
They got 1 success.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
dude.
1 success. Flankman has 3. Teddy, is that 2, right?
3.
Oh, that's 3. Okay, got it. And then of course Bateman has 1.
I just want one.
Yeah,
I don't want babies.
yeah,
I mean,
And
Teddy's
it-
not looking for babies. Teddy's looking for a good time. This is a
yeah,
rough
yeah.
week.
It's just a good time, right? Yeah, it's basically, you know, like empathy. If you listen to the other person and are genuinely, sincerely wanting to get to know them, you can build a foundation of a relationship. Surprise, surprise. So for everyone involved, what does that look like? How do you think the date's going? And then we'll chat about Bateman after that.
Just this.
I think I think Ven would kind of sit down with Glenn and be like, so I'm very excited to share experiments with you. And using empathy, it's just sort of like, I need to explain something. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a flaky in the head. Yeah. I don't remember much. And that is a problem, especially in my studies. It is a problem in other aspects of my life as well. Like say misleading someone accidentally and in the future forcing them to take care of me if my condition gets worse. I don't want that for you. You're a great architect, and I know you
I
can
know.
take care. Yeah, oh yeah, of course you know. Yeah, both of us are great. We're fantastic. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't want to even accidentally put on the expectation of you taking care of me then or if my mental circumstances change. And I thought that I had put enough reminders to myself to be aware of that, but I think that might put this mating ritual at risk because I don't want any children of ours to inherit that. I mean, of course, if we were to get together, if we were to get together, we would have fantastic children. But they could also have, you know, inherited mental faculty issues.
I believe my abilities will overcome yours, and maybe there's some things we can do. Honestly, you threw yourself at me. You came to my desk and you put a very interesting article concerning the construct's movements and parameters, and I immediately got intoxicated with your description. I find myself, how do the young people say, hot and bothered with this academic paper you've nonchalantly just placed upon my desk. And yes, as you walked away, I couldn't help but look over your physical features and thought maybe.
All right, okay, so it would have to be your place then. He's quite flustered by this. It's just like, yeah, I have. It's a very messy apartment. So I mean, if we're doing this,
Of course, I assumed it would be my place. I have a lovely large bed with very silent springs, as well as some constructs. who have been programmed to provide water and refreshments.
Wow. Do you have? This is forward. You seem awfully prepared for this. Is this something you do often? Not an insult, by the way. This is
No, it is fine. Ever since you agreed to this date, it has been my passion to ensure that this goes very well. And so I have prepared myself as well as my household.
Okay. See you guys. Goodbye.
Hi, then.
Let's take our time. Let's finish our meal and then.
Teddy's already reaching for Ben's plate.
He just pushes it aside.
He's on a date with Fraser's ex-wife.
I was also thinking, did the constructs programmed to do this have also vibrate the bed when needed? Just
Oh God! Like
have the size of the.
Just holding it.
Yeah, just.
Oh, Lilith.
All right, so Flankman, how's your date going?
I will say, in his little notebook thing that he brought, because he's so ultra prepared, he actually comes across a thing because he was grabbing up so much information, an actual how to do a proper date, and that's why he's so stellar at it because he follows it to the letter. Like it's everything from pull the chair out, offer your coat, and like every little thing. Like he seems especially good at predicting her supposed needs solely because he's following this transcript to the letter. So
No, that's fair.
but I mean, you just because once again, I mean, I don't know Tiffany at all. So you tell me how does she react to this, and
Yeah, she's like, it's obvious it's by the numbers, but you are.
And I'm trying to think of exactly how to like play this out. You do like I don't know, like he does things like tell me about yourself. Do you have any relatives? Tell me about your day. Like
Yeah, no, like it works out pretty well. She's generally pretty shy, and talks about like her place by the river and wanting to get into painting and all sorts of like creative stuff.
Oh, I know someone I can help. He just stepped out quite hurriedly. But I know someone who can help you get hold of lots of paints, different hues and pigments. Some of the more rare ones, perhaps.
Oh, well, that would be great. Are you usually someone who knows things?
Well, I like to believe that if I don't know something, I'm capable of finding that information out. I like to think that I'm less of a puddle of knowledge and more like a sea of ingenuity.
That's fair. She just kind of looks back at her plate.
Are you enjoying the food? We could always take the rest to go, or we could step out for
to go
for dessert. Or
that's quite forward.
No, I mean we could go for a walk. We don't have to stay in this. It's not very.
You know
fresh.
what? Sure.
Are we making you uncomfortable, Flankman?
Yeah. I guess we can go. Sure. Like,
Well, he goes, well, it's more of I'm just physically uncomfortable because these chairs are small and I feel like I'm constantly hitting somebody with my elbows.
you are big.
Yes, and I don't believe I consume any more calories than the average human. I try to keep just my fair share, but I guess it's just in my genes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get a couple of drinks, and I guess we can head out and figure out. Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful moonlit night. I mean, why not enjoy the crisp weather?
Sure.
And this gives him, of course, an opportunity to take her jacket and put it on her. Like, he's going through all those motions. And then open the door for her. Like, if anything, he's trying to create scenarios where he can do more of the stuff that's already in the... Because once he got to the end of it, he's like, I don't know what to do next. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's just like, it says to be continued on book 2.
Yeah, which he didn't bring book 2.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it. All right, cool. Teddy, how's your day going?
Teddy makes it very clear right at the beginning that he's not here to discuss whatever work she may do or what he's been doing for the last couple days. That's off the table. It's fine. And then I think they talk about, the shortage of the best machine oil and, the way her skin gleams under the steam that collects on it. That sort of thing. Just sort of like shop talk, but sexy.
Yeah. She's like, do you want to go to the bathroom? Or...
Yeah.
All right, cool. Heads up, like heads over.
I'm not making it complicated here.
Yeah. Should we take the armor?
I mean, how far are we going?
Let's try it.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, let's try it without, then with, and we'll see how it goes. and so Bateman, like, after a while, you were left alone at this table. Everyone else looks to be having a very
Teddy claps Bateman on the shoulder as he leaves. Like, wow.
Can I say my charisma worked in a way that I've successfully ignored all of this all night? Okay, good.
It's difficult because Flankman and
So I
Teddy have
guess-
big voices.
When I get tapped, I'm just like, huh! Oh, bye. And then I'm just like, back to it. See you tomorrow. Because I'm not trying to hear any dates.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Even
fair.
though I
Like,
wish I had. That was amazing.
Glenn, of course, has a wonderful carriage pick up Ven and herself to head out. Flankman awkwardly leaving, and then, of course, there's kind of crashing sounds coming from the bathroom. Very, very destructive, whatever's happening in there.
It's like someone really needs to fix that washing machine.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put down enough money for everybody's
Coward.
food. Nobody's gonna pay.
Flankman would have definitely left money before he left.
Yeah.
This is the restaurant that you pay at the front. Like, you pay first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably like pay first, and they're like, just we'll know. Hopefully, you'll be too
We'll know.
busy.
We'll know why
Yeah.
you didn't pay later.
Yeah,
Okay.
for humanity.
Have a
I
baby.
guess we should ask.
Your meal
Hey
is
Teddy,
free.
how what's the word I'm looking for? Was the bathroom suited for this? Like, it's surprisingly roomy. It's surprisingly fresh. Like,
You know what's going on.
Surprising amount of storage.
Mhm.
yeah, it's like the counter is very sturdy.
Just like a construct bathroom attendant.
Yeah, like if you need anything,
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's right there, like a towel. You're like, all right, back to it.
And it also distributes faulty contraceptives. I don't know.
Oh God. Oh my. I don't,
It was very attractive.
yeah. Oh man. So Bateman. Yeah, someone sits down next to you.
I don't notice, I guess. And I guess if they're gonna start talking to me, I'll notice them then, but I really don't I'm so good at just zoning everything out from just being all I ever do.
Yeah, you feel a hand upon your leg. Looking down, this person has placed their hand upon your leg, but not in a sexy way. You can tell that there is a crossbow on their arm, and it's kind of pointing at your stomach. At this range, it would cleave you in half.
Can I like push it away?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna push it off of me and look and see who it is.
Yeah. So looking up, it is a gentleman with a lovely mustache, just kind of like curled up and kind of obscuring part of his mouth. Kind of like this very long hair. It goes down to his waist. Kind of these dark green eyes and tan skin. Looking forward at the menu, and not kind of responding to your push, though the crossbow is still aimed at you on his lap.
You wanna fucking move that?
I think I'm gonna have the zucchini. Have you had it yet?
I'm full, thanks.
I wasn't asking to have dinner with you. I was asking, did you like the zucchini?
I'll tell you if you move your crossbow.
Fair. And he shifts the crossbow down.
Is it still pointed at me in any way?
No, it's kind of pointed. It's like down to the ground, but like it won't take much to kind of just flip it up and set that bolt.
You're not here to talk about zucchini.
No, I'm here to talk to you, but while I'm here, I thought I might eat.
Get whatever you want. What do
Well,
you want? I don't
know
have time.
what I want. That's why I'm asking. Is this zucchini good? Is this worth my time, or should I
Sure, yes.
conduct
It's great. It's amazing. Best I've ever had.
I hint of sarcasm is what I am feeling from you, and I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, but it doesn't seem
You
like
pointed a crossbow at me. Do I recognize this person?
He is wearing underneath like a black cloak, the militia garb.
Oh, probably.
You probably may have seen him once or twice. It's kind of one of those things where he kind of looks familiar, but you guys have never interacted.
All right. You make a terrible first impression. I'm not going to give you anything other than sarcasm.
That's fair. That's fair.
What do you want? If not, I'm leaving.
Oh, well, that would make this more difficult. The Citadel has come to understand that Myra might be potentially a security breach. We believe that some individuals who are loyal to the Citadel, and you are known to be loyal to the Citadel, might be needed to ensure that this security breach doesn't continue to leak water.
I'm not a plumber.
I'm gonna assume that was an attempt at a joke.
I've been told before I shouldn't tell jokes. I still
agree.
try.
Yeah, maybe some things don't improve over time and practice.
So what's the security breach?
Potentially a village outside of the Citadel of Philorence.
I'm gonna
Your
do
job-
my best not to react when
Yeah.
that.
Your job isn't difficult. Just if you hear anything concerning it, leave us a breadcrumbs in order for us to find it. We'll handle everything from there.
Sure. Yeah, can do. What's the village?
I think if it ever comes across, you'll understand what it is. and you'll know to report it to us. Speaking of which, have you been in contact with a Dr. Venn?
Yes.
On a regular basis?
No, I've only known him for a few days.
Where have your activities taken you in the last couple of days?
There's a flower shop in town I went to and got treated very terribly.
Mm-hmm. Someone saw you coming into the Florence in a vehicle. Where were you coming from?
I filled out my paperwork. I don't have to tell you anything.
I understand. It just will help clarify some things.
Is this man higher up than me in the chain? Or are we the same?
You don't know.
I'm going to assume we're the same, and I'm going to say, I filled out my paperwork. Enjoy your meal, and get up and leave.
Fine, Officer Bateman. If you would like
I think
to
you
remain.
have your own work to take care of, and I'll take care of mine.
I'd rather not do my work. Not at this
Then
point.
quit
in
your
time.
job.
No, I enjoy my work. I enjoy it thoroughly. It's just that I don't want to do it right now, and I don't think you want me to do it right now.
What's your work? Maybe you need some help.
I'm a plumber.
Not a good one. We got leaks.
Yes, I know, and there's pressure to fix it. I would just like to do so. Without removing such a wonderful piece of institution.
What are you saying? The Citadel sent you to what? Kill me? In a restaurant? In front of all these people?
No, that would be against the scientific codex. Of course, the Citadel wouldn't kill anyone.
Then what? You're here to intimidate me?
I hoped that you would work with me. I understand you are a loyal member of the militia.
So why the questions?
Why the aggression?
You pointed a crossbow at me. I don't even know you.
It's fair. Maybe I
That's
should
pretty
have started
aggressive.
with something else.
What if that had actually accidentally gone off and you had killed me?
I guess you'd make a lovely construct.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Officer Bateman. And he'll eat all the zucchini that's on the table. All of it.
I'll let it go to waste.
Chokes on it. All right, I got.
Whenever Teddy and his date left.
Yeah, did they happen to see this man talking to me? Did anybody see it?
Teddy was eating off everyone's plate as they left, so he was sharing.
Maybe Teddy. I'd say Teddy would have seen it. Kind of.
Okay.
Maybe coming out of the bathroom,
Oh,
Teddy.
no. He wasn't there for that conversation. I'm just saying that there wasn't a lot of zucchini left on the table.
Oh yeah. But I figured you guys would at least catch the tail in, not odd.
Gonna come on and get her armor.
Yeah. You're like, oh, what's happening there?
Oh.
Well, hopefully
Trouble,
somebody
Officer
saw
Bateman?
that. Did he let me leave?
Yeah.
Okay. I immediately go to tell everyone that they're suspicious of us. I need to get in touch with everyone ASAP.
If you can find anybody.
This is why you don't make babies. It's distracting you from your work.
So Teddy and his date come out as Officer Bateman's leaving, and then there's just this strange man sitting at the table eating leftovers.
Yeah. Your date has a towel and it's like, whew.
Your hair has so much more volume now.
Oh, looks like we got some trouble.
Don't look like trouble. Just looks like an individual eating.
Can't believe somebody pointed a crossbow at me.
The old woman doesn't normally look that pissed.
I'm surprised you resisted the urge to say, "Is that a loaded crossbow you're pointing at me, or are you just happy to see me?"
Is that a loaded
That's a good
crossbow
one.
under the table, or?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Dr. Glenn, Glenn is one of the very few people who gets to see under Ben's mask. Not a good sight. Just want to mention. So like, I don't know how we want to put how that results. That particular part of that result.
Actually, I was gonna say, I have a quick question. Earlier, you were talking about how Dr. Vin had a very confused look in his eyes. Can we see him emote from underneath the mask at all? Can we see? Like, I was actually like, is it kind of like Deadpool, where it's like just the eyes move slightly, or can we actually? Is it clear?
I'd say it would be the goggles, like the goggle eyes that have kind of like a
Magnifying
more
effect?
Yeah, magnifying effect, and so you
See, your eyes are even larger.
Yeah,
Like bubbles.
yeah, like bubbles, but it looks like it's actual goggles, so it's sort of like the white of the eyes, you know.
Okay, so we can't see emotion through the eyes at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
how
curious.
you generally know when he gets pissed or like happy or whatever. Like that's how you would know. Like even though you're the sort of tone of his voice.
Okay, I was just curious.
Just have like these eyebrows which go up and down.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like you'll be able to, other than Teddy, get anyone to chat tonight.
Yeah, so Teddy sees Officer Bateman leaving.
Mhm.
He goes and sits at the table. She looks pissed. I've got to take care of this. What'd you say to her?
The person is just kind of looks up with noodles in their mouth. Oh.
He just stares at the person like, what did you say to her?
It was a work thing. Malicious stuff.
Okay. And Teddy gets up and leaves the table. He goes back to his date. Grabs his armor.
Mhm. They head out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's not like, she's not temperamental, this Officer Bateman. So it's not surprising that
got
some stranger
grandma
would be
energy.
talking to her and she might be angry about it.
Mhm.
I've been doing this for a long time. I don't waste time. Mine or anybody else's.
2 weeks from retirement.
And Teddy's in like
Close.
post-coital glow, so he's not gonna mess
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. Like,
If he has to, but
baby, you're ruining my vibe.
I wasn't even here to talk to anybody. I just wanted food.
You're just trying to score, Bateman. God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How am I such a cock block when I'm literally trying to leave?
Well, you didn't succeed that well, so don't worry about it.
Mm. All right, I think unless anything else happened, we can skip over to the morning breakfast.
Yeah.
And just for the record, nothing happened after Flakeman did the walk home, said goodbye, and so unless Tiffany did anything extra, he was more or less the perfect gentleman because that was in the guide.
No, it was a lovely first date. Like nothing went in a sexy direction, but
Yes.
it was nice. It was just cool.
It was I was just to make sure that's not
With a second date confirmed.
Yeah, which once again, Flakeman is slightly not confused about why. He's like, this.
How that happened.
He's like, this process is just like, I hope it doesn't interfere with the with the speed that we needed to take. Words are escaping me.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. The bureaucracy of bureaucracy, red tape. My God.
As she like goes into her home, you notice her pulling out a book from her like jacket. It's the same book that you have. Before she closes the door.
He's like, that's the one. That's the second book I need. Just
One
like
to
you
go
guys.
before.
Yeah, you guys are both using
Ultimate.
the same books.
It's like Infinity Gems, but like for romance. Like we just need like 4 more. Yeah, but okay, but how would Dr. Glenn react to Ven underneath the mask? I'm curious. Probably not well, I'll say.
Lights don't
Yeah.
have to be on.
Yeah, it doesn't have to look good. Just got to be smart.
Yeah, like, you know, when you take the mask off,
I think she's prepared.
yeah, like she just says, you know, all right, dim lights, and then the lights dim a little bit. The Necro,
Oh, especially.
yes, it's almost like one of those clappers.
I mean, or she just has a contract with holding a light. And
Yeah, like-
clap. Light goes off.
Talking about clap when you're about to be intimate is probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I was about to say. Good thing Ven has protection, and it's just like a vaccine.
I have to put that in the equipment list.
Oh my god. Dr. Ven would come to the morning breakfast, but like his mask is a little crooked. Like the nose is a little
Oh, Ben,
Huh?
make a stamina check.
Oh my god.
You need 2 successes to not just be tired.
Do
So sorry, it'll be steel athletics.
I don't have steel on me, but I do have do queens or jacks do anything with that, regardless of the suite?
It depends. They usually have a value attached to it, so it works like any other card.
Okay.
But if the suit matches, that still works too.
So if I go beyond 8, it's 2 successes, right? Or
If you get like an 8 of diamonds, yeah, that would be 2.
okay, what if I had a queen of a different suit?
So the different suit would not add a success, but it
Okay.
depends on the value of that queen.
Oh, okay. So how would I be able to? Is the quick start guide have that?
So the value for your special ability should have been chosen. What ability is it?
Oh, that is it. That's a good. Okay, Queen of Spades. I have an edge in everything you do. Your normal hand is 7 cards instead of 6. And then Jack of Hearts is get to know the doctors and professionals of the city. So it's all in your city.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's probably not 8.
I get +1 modifier to the values of the cards. Cards we're talking. You're moving in the Citadel.
Aw. Yeah, that's 1 + 1 success.
So, well, theoretically, would the date have been an opportunity to get a second breath? No. I'll go 1 success. I'll be slightly tired.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is just like, so you're taking 1 trauma in mental, because you're really tired, but that's it.
Okay, dope. Then just kind of arrives kind of like a little groggy and like, caffeine. I need it. Please?
I've been filling out my paperwork, honestly, I would assume. Can I just go to my desk that night when I leave the restaurant and grab everything regarding and just have it with me so nobody
Yeah.
can find it?
So this was the night before we left?
Yeah,
Great. Sounds good.
I think that's thematically perfect. The night before everything goes down.
Gotta
where you might
relax.
not- you might not be able to see anyone else again.
I don't want any notes on like the construct from everything from the beginning of this. I'm just taking it. Okay, that's all.
Just searching for caffeine. Waiting for everyone else.
Yeah, I mean Teddy's at the stove. He's making breakfast. He's making coffees. He went shopping the day before, like to all the various shops. He's ready for this. It's not getting ready at 2 a.m. for people to arrive in a few hours. It's all right. Gonna do a proper breakfast this morning.
Yeah, like
It's probably healthier than you'd want, but too bad.
What are those types of beans
your
that
body.
you literally have to start cooking like 24 hours ahead of time?
Yeah.
But like, is it like I can't remember what they're, but they're otherwise they're poisonous, but when they're fully cooked, they're delicious.
Oh, nettles.
Maybe I can't. My brain's not. But you're putting a lot of effort, a lot of time and energy, just like.
Well, the shopping is really like there's no supermarket, and there have to be arrangements made to get fresh greens. But we gotta feed our bodies. Teddy, I think, caught on to Ven's dietary needs and has something appropriately liquid that is not bread soaked in coffee. You get coffee, but also like a whey-based, like vitamin E thing.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I think he would definitely appreciate that. And just sort of like looking a little confused, but like not entirely perturbed.
Got to keep your strength up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we all tuckered ourselves out last night.
I shall say what the French always say to, as the record say, I don't know, they're dead, so who cares?
Like one of the technophons is gonna poke their head out from the bunk bed and be like, "We are not dead."
I don't hear a French accent, so whatever you're saying in schools, it means nothing to me.
Teddy is just like he is perpetually confused that they choose to sleep in the hallway despite there being very nice bedrooms upstairs, but he's just accepted it. Like that's them.
Yeah, she's like the person who like popped their head up looks and kind of casually looks over at their coffin and then sighs and go back to sleep. It's like, ugh.
Yep. Yeah, so this breakfast, there's a cheerful Teddy. Special food for Ben.
Yeah, like
I haven't seen Uzzi's happy
in a merry
long
mood
time.
today,
Yeah.
Mr. Todd.
Yeah, so I assume Sophie shows up late. Just continues with her plans for the steam-powered door opener. Now that she's been reminded. And when Officer Bateman arrives, Teddy will plop some food down in front of her and be like, "Who's that guy you're talking to last night?
I have no idea.
He
almost killed me."
stressed. Why did he almost kill you? What's going on?
Well, he said he wasn't going to, but he pointed a crossbow at me before he even said a word to me. Very rude.
You think he's caught on to what we're up to?
The whole Citadel is caught on to what we're on to.
Yeah. About that, that might be my fault.
What did you do?
I did some homework. I will talk to you about it outside the city.
Okay.
Very important.
We need everybody watching around us today, guys.
Mhm.
He was asking questions. I didn't answer anything, so there's nothing to worry about. I kept the interaction very brief, and then I
Well,
just left.
It sounds like this might be the last time we see the city.
They know
You
about
all packed your precious things.
they know about the farm. They could be already there. I don't know.
Well, I don't think our journey's taking us there today. Yeah. He's slightly less chipper now.
And after this very solemn moment, Flagman finally shows up. Hi everyone, sorry I'm late. I was waiting for freshly baked goods. I figured that would. Oh, you've already made a hearty breakfast. Well, I've got the sweet stuff.
Teddy grabs pastry right away. Like,
Yeah, it's like there's
Yeah.
all sorts of
Forgot
like.
that.
Then goes for a pastry and then like realizes, didn't pack my promise. I shouldn't go back, honestly. So it's going to stay there.
He's like, well, some of these pastries, they have like a jelly in the middle. So if you just want to squeeze the jelly part out, you can just.
I don't think you're ready for me eating in front of all of you, so I'll be good. I'll find the time to sneak away a bite.
So you're saying we're not ready for the jelly?
Someone was ready for the jelly last night.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, snap! Oh, snap!
Teddy reaches up for a high five. Hope he
Yes!
understands.
Can we all just group
Well, he
high five
scratches
on
you
that one?
because his hand has his claws. So
Yeah,
go
one
ahead.
of the techno fonts like gets in on it, like.
Yeah.
Flakeman's laughing and just that I don't get it. But he's
I
laughing
didn't
because
read
everyone
that
else
book.
is laughing.
This is very weird energy for such a serious day, but I like it.
This is how we do. I mean, every day that we gesturing to his roommates that we all leave here is a very solemn day. You get used to it.
And like, I assume Teddy, you have your own room, or
Yeah. Teddy has a nice room.
yeah,
We're not like Palazzo.
yeah, like the door opens and your date like pokes their head out, sees everyone, and then just closes the door again.
I mean, there's breakfast down here.
Yeah, pokes their head out
Do you-
again. Okay, sure.
He
Why
like
not?
he wafts a fresh espresso. Like he's
Oh,
just
yeah,
pressed.
definitely.
Bateman being like an older lady's gonna be like, oh, don't worry about it. We've all been there. Come on, get some food.
Have we all been there? Have you been there?
Come get some food.
Hey, I saw you last night.
Teddy has no embarrassment. He's back in his boiler suit. His scarf today is a yellow and green scarf with like a Greek key with some like tulips.
Oh.
It's perfect.
Like his clothes are really plain. He just collects scarves. That's what he
Yeah.
does with his like his like overtime bonuses.
It needs a splash of color. That's all.
Yeah, and I think definitely your date is going to be knitting a scarf while eating a pastry.
Oh,
It's like I'm
Still-
almost done.
still in her tuxedo.
Just like the top half of the tuxedo, there's nothing on, like in like Zoom, right? It's pandemic wear.
Yeah.
Big white button-up shirt, nothing else.
Exactly, right?
that's
Business
hot.
top, chill bottom.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
That should
And
just
hands
be-
her the espresso, pushes a plate of oatmeal and greens and eggs.
And I guess the knitting explains the nimble fingers. You're like, oh, that's where those came from.
It's like it's perfect.
Great.
This is like the thirstiest show I've ever no, not ever been on, but certainly this past month. So I love it.
Thirstiest of the Month award. We'll take it.
Yeah, thirstiest of the month award.
I mean, we're as far as Teddy's concerned, we're going to our deaths. You're the one who brought babies into it.
The Citadel brought babies.
This is true. We were trying to go like fight and stuff, and you're like, no, go to a romance restaurant.
He wanted a rom-com.
Yeah, like we need something to fight for.
There we go. There we go.
Other
And then we
the
all
true-
hauled out our multiple successes. So
My paperwork.
Yeah.
cards.
Bateman had a nice, amazing night with the paperwork. Oh yeah, scribble, scribble.
I've got drawings that I do. My
Lurid
this
drawings.
is my fanfic on the side. I'm just like,
Yeah.
All right, so go ready. Teddy's not talking about details at this point. He's being very generic. He's also leaving the dishes for his roommates to take care of because at this point, like,
I mean, there's enough left over for them so they can eat and they can clean up, right?
they won't. If he makes it back, the dishes will still be there.
Yeah. No, they'll fight over who has to do the dishes, and then the loser will just like mope around until Teddy comes back.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all about ready?
Yeah. And I will say this time Flagman is wearing much more appropriate outerwear.
Yep.
Cheeto?
Oh really? Like that? It wasn't inappropriate.
Oh, I know, but like he basically, it turns out wearing leather lederhosen was just a bit much for his bulk and his sweating. And so
It's
he's
all
wearing
that
something-
leather captures the moisture.
It's like it's like it reminds me of that time my dad tried to make me play catch and I didn't like the feeling on my hat. I was playing like glove all day. So, but yeah, he's basically wearing something that's a little bit more breathable. But yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Not inappropriate, just more suitable for the way his body is.
Excellent.
If anything, it almost looks like a, what is it? I don't know. It's more of almost like a cloak, sort of, the way it drapes. It
Mhm.
breathes.
Nice.
All right, with that, we will take a break before we head off into darkness and potentially the last time we see Florence
Bum, bum, bum.
during this campaign, or at least for some of them. So, yeah, we'll see these soon. And definitely
Bye,
buckle up for
Florence.
that. With a vengeance, we are back. So yeah, everyone got to enjoy a night with someone or with their paper alone, by themselves, without just paper. It's cool. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's a little sad, but it's fine.
There's no pressure with fanfic. I can do whatever I want. All right?
Good old time. All right, and you guys heading out?
Yeah, I do want to mention at this point that before everyone got there, Teddy had actually drawn up a map to the town and written on it, asked for Camilla, and put it in his patchwork crewmate's coffin.
Ooh, all right. Excellent.
As one last stab, getting her to save her own damn life.
Excellent. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Bateman's just like, this is what I signed up for. Follow the mystery.
So we are we out of the city now? Or are we still kind of traveling through it?
You guys are heading out of the city. So you're pretty close.
Yep. He's got his coffin, pocket full of handkerchiefs,
Pocket full of sunshine.
some water bottles. 'Cause none of you have that water. What the hell?
Yeah, hydrate.
I mean, Flankman's got a backpack full of missile. I'm sure he's got some water in there somewhere.
Okay.
I got a briefcase, but none of you know what's in it.
Okay.
Does it say
And
top
fake.
secret on the side? Confidential.
Don't look in here.
No one tried to look in there. God.
And fake. Just leave it alone.
So Ven would start speaking up as soon as we got out of the city and sort of like, so I might have breached some protocols to retrieve some information, but it was worth it. You know, I wasn't doing it for nothing. And he pulls out kind of like the notes he written and kind of like hold that to whoever wanted to take it first. Actually, he hit the Flankman first. So Flankman, you will be delighted to know that our institution is a bunch of fucking liars.
Well, I mean, I understand that there's different levels of what is it?
Security.
Plausible deniability. Different levels of different security levels of knowing certain things.
I understand that certain sections of our institution are autonomous, maybe, but that still would mean that this information, that not only are the city of Venice exists and is still running, but they have airplanes in the sky that have passed over Florence.
I mean, I find that hard to believe.
Look at the official records. I just handed them to you.
Yeah. With Flankman's very discerning eye, do they look plagiarized? Do they look falsified? Do they look real?
Oh, that is legit.
He's like, well, I mean, maybe these were like, back in the day, people believed in UFOs, and those supposedly there was the official documentation of that. I mean, I'm not saying this stuff is impossible, but how many eyewitnesses do we have, or confirmation? Of course, there's more out there. Of course, there is, but I'm a man of, I believe things that I've put my hands on or my own eyes have laid on.
What did it mention any kind of shape or description of the airplane at all?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Was it a white and black beagle on a car, on a
It was
it was
a red doghouse?
oh god, that'd be awesome. No, it was from the descriptions, it looks like a private airplane with like a propeller on the front.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it's interesting to say that because UFOs, they generally don't have much of a description. This is a quite detailed, it's not a jet stream, it's not an F-17. It's more like a
I mean, it sounds like what they flew during the Great War. Back in the the early 1900s. I mean,
but well, I mean, that means that someone must have repaired it and piloted it. We don't have this information accessible to bystanders and eyewitnesses, so it's very specific. And
I mean, do they? It does seem strange to actively hide it. I don't see why this would be harmful for other people to know. I mean, I agree with you. It is highly suspicious and unusual. It's strange that it was hidden from me and you. I mean, once again, this is not the first time you've breached protocol, but this might be the most fruitful time that you've breached protocol.
I think I am, most fruitful, but I think I am. I think I've done it for me this time. It's like this is the one that's the most fruitful, but also the most foul. So I hope it exists just so I don't get in trouble. But I mean, Officer Bateman, Teddy, what are your thoughts on this?
Were you aware of any of this?
Certainly not. No.
Why wouldn't they tell us? We work for them.
Well, they don't tell us a lot, but the militia certainly should know something more.
Yeah, I feel like I should know about airplanes.
Well, you didn't know about cannibals, so...
People are a resource now. I think it's been made very clear to us in our individual fields that people are a resource. We are not as replicatable. And if there are other cities that exist and people know of them, then maybe they'll rethink their cast. They'll want to move.
So are you saying that we might be the baddies?
I mean, I wouldn't go. I mean, and like, there's this moment where he stops and like.
But what's in it for them?
Well,
if we don't, we're all suffering. They're suffering.
Well, that's the thing. It's if people are seen as a commodity, and commodity in controlling that commodity equals power, those in power usually do everything they can to maintain it because it keeps the status quo. You'd rather be the big fish in a small pond versus in a big sea that you can't control. I mean, once again, these are phrases that I've read in books and stuff, but we're still human, and that's what people do.
Do the people? Can I ask like a out of character? Do the people at the top of the Citadel chain take vacations? Do they like leave for extended amounts of time that we don't know where they're going or what they're doing? Like, should we assume now that maybe they have been flying on planes and stuff? Like,
it's not the activities of those on a higher echelon of the Citadel aren't really known.
So it's possible that they've been traveling and not suffering.
It's possible. Yeah.
They be eating real pasta.
Zucchini pasta is real. Yeah.
I mean, the Citadel is the only place electricity exists. And like he tosses his hands up, like, if people start knowing that other places share that kind of commodity, it could create civil unrest, it could cause uprisings, mass exodus, and then suddenly you have humanity spread further apart. I mean, from a one perspective, it could be a measure to prevent a complete societal collapse if people start disappearing to find Venice and then getting eaten by cannibals. Maybe
this isn't a society.
Actually, Teddy, the cannibals are real though, right?
You met my roommate.
I mean, I'm just making sure, like, it could be like a scare tactic.
It's not, I assure you.
I do not doubt the fact that cannibals exist. I just think that other strongholds do exist, but I mean, we don't even know if. One thing this report does not tell me is if we've had any contact with Venice, and so it could be a little bit. They could just not have made it aware to the city until they do find a way to Venice through cannibals and bandit lords and whatnot. I mean, we could be that team. We could be that diplomacy team. I mean, if Florence doesn't execute,
We make it through this next little issue we're about to run into.
Precisely.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, it's despite human human nature's kind of a duality where sometimes we work together for the better good, and then sometimes we use any reason to differentiate ourselves and hate the other group. So, but yes, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy visiting and learning new things. So, yes, I think that's a wonderful idea. I would.
Cannibals might not need to exist.
Animals? What are you talking about?
If travel is possible, if like something on this big of a scale is possible, we could get the resources we need. We could rebuild better. We don't have to limit ourselves to one area anymore.
I mean, we don't even know if they have constructs outside. Like, maybe we're the only ones with that technology.
Well, that town we visited had constructs.
Constructs don't need to exist. Imagine we could let our loved ones just rest when they pass. We don't know how they're doing it outside of here.
We can't rule anything out. I mean, I'm inclined to say, yeah, we are the bad guys, skull on caps and all. But we don't know until we know. And, do or die. If we go to Venice, we find out for ourselves. I don't want to risk a lot of lives and stability going off on this. I mean, and there must have been a very good reason for Rose and her cohorts to abandon Florence like they did. So it's just, it's just a matter of time. I guess.
I think history's taught us that people in power will do some fucked up things to stay in power.
I agree with that. Yes.
The chance we will be fugitives. So, I mean, yeah, I've been trying very hard to avoid this thought for a while. I was kind of holding on to this for a couple of days. Yeah.
And you didn't need a note card to remind you. Congratulations.
When you keep thinking about the thing, and you are. I've done a lot of writing in my dorm, so it was just kind of everywhere. I didn't even really need to forget. I just,
Still, that's progress.
Maybe it is. No, thank you, Flickman. Sorry to drop this.
No, this was important. Don't be sorry.
This is everything, yeah.
Cool.
And look at Sophie, so tuckered out from the excitement of learning about planes.
I don't know if I'm going to be ready for questions when she wakes up, honestly. That's going to be I feel like I'm going to have to hold the press briefing.
But no, I mean, this is and I mean, once again, we're meeting with people who supposedly have connections outside of there. So, I mean, I know supposedly we're walking into the metaphorical lion's den, but who knows? This might be a learning experience. It might be.
We have a big piece of steak to lure them in with now.
I agree.
There's just only one way to find out. How do we reach them? Do we just stand here and
Yeah, at the
blindfold
appointed spot.
ourselves?
I believe we're supposed to be blindfolded and secreted away.
Were we followed?
Good question.
Because I did say everybody should be watching to make sure we're followed. So were we all?
That is a good question.
Perception or investigation?
I'm gonna draw a new breath.
Successes.
Give me that investigation.
Everybody or just
3 successes.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
Yeah, no one's following you.
I was ready.
You're especially looking for that creep with the long hair.
I don't like that man.
I drew the king in my.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What does that
yeah.
mean?
So you have 2 options: either take a trauma right now in that suit, or you're gonna fail a test in the next scene.
I think he's. This is a king of clubs.
So mental.
Yeah, I think he checks out for a very long time. I think he'll fail the next test. I think he's like suddenly down a rabbit hole of things. Like it almost looks like he kind of freezes in place like a statue.
Yeah, and as you guys are sitting there, like a little caravan of construct oxen moves forward with little carriages attached to it, almost like a mini train. They're kind of have these tarps draped over them with individual programming the oxen where to go. He just kind of motions for the tarps.
I want to nudge Teddy. And do we tell them that they're on to us?
I think it's for the best that we're honest.
Yeah, they don't stop though. Like this thing is just continuing to move on.
So these people aren't looking for us.
Well, it looks like they are because the guy like looked at you guys and kind of motioned to the tarp.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Teddy just picks up his coffin and starts striding along. Looks back over his shoulder. As he catches up to the other person, since he and Bateman just had that conversation, he'll lean down and say, the Citadel knows what we're up to, unfortunately.
Not everything, but enough.
Oh, and I was gonna say, if this thing continues moving while we're also supposed to get on it, Flagman's gonna have some difficulty with that.
Teddy will drop his coffin down on it and then pick you up and put you up there too.
Whoa!
What about Dr. Van? How are they doing?
Checked out. But he's like I drew King of Spades. I feel like he is like relaying that. You kind of see this very obsessive side with him as like he is now kind of like delving into those records and writing in a logbook and like muttering to themselves, and like there's this kind of this intense like intense aura from him. There's moments where he keeps writing this name on a page, and it kind of just goes on as if he forgot he wrote it and then wrote it again, and then stops, and then writes it again, and writes it again, and like there is definitely like, okay, he's not doing okay.
So you fell behind?
He's walking, but like yeah, definitely a little bit more distracted.
Mm-hmm. Teddy will put you up on there too.
It's just under the tarp. You stuff your teammates under the tarp, like, get down, you gotta.
Okay, actually, he kind of drops them on top of the tarp and lets them find their way under there.
You can do the rest.
Yes. Teddy continues to just walk along unless he's explicitly instructed to do otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm still watching to make sure we're not being followed, hopefully. Very paranoid.
Every reason to be.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys aren't being followed, but like once you're under the tarp, it's kind of hard to see. Obviously, it's dark and hot and such. But at least it's winter, so it's like, well, we're getting to winter, so it's not like too hot. It's just kind of the sun beating down on the tarp and such during the day.
It's like, it's like sneaking extra people into a drive-in theater.
Yeah, in a cart with a construct ox. I've done it before.
It's a very odd version of the Oregon Trail, but
yeah. A couple hours go by, uninterrupted. And then a couple more hours go by. Nothing. I know, right? Nothing happens for like a whole day. And when you guys try to pop your heads out, like you realize that the tarps have kind of been tied down. So you'd have to kind of force your way up and out.
Do we get a bathroom break?
Just no response.
Wait, is anybody else cramping?
I think it's best if we just chill. We don't want to get them in any trouble.
The cart continues to move, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's steadily clumping along.
Are there still people leading? Can we like peek enough to see if there's still people leading the cart, or is it just like?
You can kind of peek. There is someone programming it. Continue on.
As long as they didn't just stuff us in a cart and smack the ox and let it go in a random direction.
it is like leaving someone in a. It's just leaving someone in a car.
Just on cruise control.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just rolling.
I mean, we know we have a long journey ahead of us. It took a day to get to that village. We're going further than that.
Mm-hmm. So like once like about, it feels like a day, and it's kind of hard to tell time underneath those tarps, but you do feel the carts have been moved, and you hear like a whistle as a train starts.
Midday, Teddy insists that Officer Bateman share her fanfic.
Well, I'll tell you all about it.
We've got the time.
Sorry, I had to
Yeah,
say
no, it's cool. But you guys
He's
feel like
"Not
you're on
looking
a
for
train.
notes."
No, we'll let you speak this time without interrupting.
Yeah,
I
you go
promise.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. But your tarps are lucid within this train carriage, so it's kind of dark with like little beams of light coming in. But yeah, at least you can move around and breathe. There's a bucket for activities.
Avoiding waste.
I brought some dried fruit intact. Does anybody want to partake?
Mhm.
Yeah, just kind of spreads out some rations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we all used the bucket. In case that was a detail that needed to be like.
I think
confirmed.
it needed
we
to
all
be.
take it. Flightman's like, ladies first.
I just like run off into the woods somewhere.
There is no woods. You are locked in this. You're pretty much locked in one of those like trailers for a train. that's steadily moving.
Oh.
So even if we use the bucket, there's nowhere to actually get rid of the waste.
Correct. Yeah, it's just in a corner.
Is there like I'm gonna just like find a blanket or something and hold up in front of me.
Yeah, there's
so
you
we'll
have
hold
the
blanket
tarp.
for you. We'll
Yeah.
turn
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
that
use
away.
the tarp as like a separator.
I mean, Flakeman does right. It's like, I mean, we could potentially just bash a hole in the floor and just like, because it's a moving train though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, we could just release our stuff down that way. That way it just lands on the track as we move along.
I'm down.
Teddy, are you good at making holes and planks of wood in the floor?
I mean, I think if they wanted a hole, they'd have made a hole. We are dependent on these people's good graces.
Just do it quietly. And they'll be like, "Oh my god, how did that hole get there?"
I was like,
Well,
I just realized I was about to suggest like we'll just say it was there already, but Flakeman doesn't lie like that, so he's not going to suggest
the hole was there already.
it was already there.
Ah,
Then never deny. Just be like, "Oh, that's weird." I'm technically not lying.
Yeah. So unless you guys make a hole, which even if you do, it's okay. Another day will pass. And you're
well,
kind
in
of
that
being,
case, if it's okay, Teddy will make the hole.
yeah, like smash it down and just kind of dump the bucket stuff through the hole. Yeah, some good topics in this session.
I mean, you could have just had them let us out to use the outdoor facilities.
You had a bucket. What more do you want?
We want a hole.
We don't
Dang
even
it.
have a chambermaid. What are we supposed to do?
And then the train stops.
After 2 days. Okay.
You
We
hear
went-
banging on the door.
I imagine we either read or played cards during that time just to kill time.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of really hard to read because there's no lights other than like the little slits on the top part of it shining down, which makes it very hard to do stuff. It was a horrible ride.
Yeah.
We come out of the train and I'm just like finishing up my fanfic, and that's why Jack Sparrow ended up with Elizabeth and not Will.
Speaking of which, the
Teddy's been
knocking,
fascinated.
the knocking on the carriage, you hear from the other side. This is the Citadel of Florence. We're gonna open the door. Come out, hands up. We do know that there's a Technophont in there, so do not don your armor.
Is there any way to see how many are out there?
Yeah, you'd have to like hop up and grab one of the little like slits and kind of peek.
I will.
Yeah, doing
I
so.
swear, if they had been just marching us around the city for 2 damn days,
It's like
I'm
what
putting
the
my armor
hell?
on.
Yeah, there's 6 of them. Militia. But you're not in
Ben
Florence. At
briefly
least
looks up from his
yeah, does
from
not
his
look like
book. Who was he looking for? What is going on here?
and then the door opens up. You see, like, there's a forest behind them. You're on, like, this train track in a train just out in the middle of the woods with 6 militia staring at you with crossbows raised, each of them having a bead on your face. Come out.
Where's the person that was leading the train?
We're the ones who will be asking the questions.
That's not how this works. This is a negotiation now.
It's not. We have... I'm sorry. If you don't comply, we will shoot you.
You can't.
Yes. No, we will. Why wouldn't we?
You can't kill anyone. Is this how the Citadel works now? You kill whoever you want?
Yes, it is. So unless you
Wait a
want
minute.
to die...
Under whose orders?
the Citadel. Enough questions. Step
Are you
out, or we
friends
will.
with Misha? And he kind of like holds up his hands and like clearly is acting delusional, or not even acting. He is right now delusional.
Excellent. Give me 2 successes on athletics.
I fail. I automatically fail because of my king.
Oh yeah, awesome! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So discard 4 cards as you're gonna take 2 instances of exhaust 2 as a crossbow bolt flies off and shoots you aimed for your kneecap.
Oof. Bad.
But I don't think you take any trauma because you don't just you still have cards to discard. So it kind of clips the side of your knee, kind of shredding your pants and drawing a little bit of blood.
So that's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is the matter with y'all?
Teddy kind of wishes that bucket was still full.
Oh, there's still some residue in there, that's for sure.
So yeah,
Just
so
get a
Ven
spoon.
so Ven being shot by a couple bolts kind of like falls to the ground and like there's this like kind of shaky hands like.
Yeah, Flankman goes to Vin immediately.
Where's my daughter?
Please
Where's my daughter?
stop moving. Stop speaking. Do we have an understanding now about how this process will occur?
Fuck you.
I concur.
Where am I? What is this? Who are all of you?
Dr. Vin, please stay calm. You've just been injured by
That is not my name.
All right.
And like definitely looking confused and wild, kind of just like kind of like backing up into a corner, like one of his goggle lenses is cracked.
Yeah, Teddy steps out so that he can stand in front of Dr. Ben, or whoever had been calling themselves Dr. Ben.
The doctor formerly known as Vin.
All right, hands forward. We're gonna handcuff you, and we'll process you.
You said there's
Alright.
woods?
Yeah. You guys are in like like a train going through a forest, just kind of just clearing.
Teddy steps forward, like like doing his best to make his bulk take up some visual space.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are we gonna go with what the orders we're getting from Sophie?
If someone has an idea.
I'd like to ask Sophie what she has in her utility belt.
Gosh,
I mean, it says a flashbang or something like that. Yeah.
Or something like that.
Teddy's bulk could hide while Sophie does that real fast.
Yeah,
So
this is literally his purpose, is like be in the way of things.
Yeah, for this, normally I would ask Sophie to do like a stealth check or something like that, but since they're not playing today, we'll just assume that Sophie is not able to in this instance, just because we can't do that stealth test.
Okay.
And get into the consequences if they fail.
I was gonna suggest since Sophie is so tiny, maybe Sophie disappeared down that hole, and we're like, "Come for us later" or something like that.
Yeah,
that could be it.
Yeah, I mean that way explains why Sophie's gone, and then Sophie can come and try to help us.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I mean, she could have just taken the flash off Teddy's armor while she was being shielded.
Well,
No, but she's not here to draw cards. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and that would still take a larceny check to see if it would succeed or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
But yeah, I think Sophie just vanished, going down the poop hole, most likely.
Okay, does anybody else try to stealth away while Teddy is taking up visual space?
I mean, Flagman would never fit down that small hole, but
we had to step out of a door to do this, and Teddy has strode forward as far as he can to like
just make a
I think Ven could try to sneak down, but Ven isn't doing it to be like, "We'll come back to you later." It's, I don't know who any of you are. I don't like where I am. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, you're. And Ven was never seen again.
If they try to cuff him, he struggles just enough to, not get shot, but still be a bother.
Yeah, like the person doing it is like, why you gotta make this difficult? Like,
It's gonna take more than one person. Teddy's huge.
well, it's kind of the decision. Like, either you allow them to put the cuffs on, or they're shooting you.
Yeah, but he is being a bother, and he does not respond when he's asked why he's being a bother.
Teddy Bateman, I'm taking your lead on this. What should we do?
Is everybody out of the train car?
My life has never been threatened before. Not like this.
So you're all out now, and you say that?
Well, he probably would have said this like before you all fully stepped out. Like,
Oh, Teddy did mutter something about like maybe you should get the fuck out of here, and then
Okay.
goes and makes a scene.
okay. You okay. We just make sure that was passed between us before you stepped. Okay.
So to create a distraction for Teddy, I never stepped off the train car, so I'll take the door. If I can do this in enough time, I'll take the door and I'll slam it shut. So that'll create a distraction, and then I guess I'll try and sneak through the hole and run into the woods with everybody else. And that way, them trying to go open the door and get that back open, Teddy can get away as well, and whoever's out can get away that way.
And I'll just say,
You look like this wasn't what you expected us to do.
when I was
I'm just excited. This is gonna be interesting.
yeah, no matter what happens, Flankman, in my mind, Flankman is just too big to get down that hole. But remember, he does have that essentially giant piece of metal that's like his shield that he has. And so if he feels like this is a fight or flight sort of situation, he'll try to use that to like ram his way out, and help him and Teddy get away since they're the gargantuan ones.
Excellent. So, for those trying to run away, which I believe are Bateman and Ven, for the immediate, like, trying to get out through the hole, you guys give me athletics. If you can get
I'm
one
also trying
success, you're
to
good.
make a distraction by slamming the door shut.
So the slamming the door will cause some of them will go forward, but the hole can still be seen from everyone else, especially just kind of hopping down.
So they see us just drop down.
Yeah, like some people will go up, but it's also like right there. But they'll have to go around the carriage in order to chase after you. But if
Yeah.
you just get a success, you can make it to the tree line before they can get you, which will allow you to escape.
Just one
Invigorating
success?
tonic.
Yeah,
What?
just one success with athletics for each of you.
I'm gonna use invigorating tonic and
The Slimer?
draw 3 cards. What's the how many successes do I need, and what's the number?
Just one athletics,
Um,
which is steel.
Can I
Diamonds.
use 2 successes to get to the tree line and ready my what's it called? My thing my net gun?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't need to do a success to ready yourself. So you'll
Oh.
with that success, you make it to the tree line and you can ready.
Okay. First person I see that is not somebody I know, net gun.
can I use 2? I can. I'm sorry if I keep asking this. Can
You're
I use
fine.
2 cards for this? If I'm not
Only
trained
if
that
you're
way?
trained in athletics.
So I have a 4 of diamonds. I assume that doesn't work.
No, that is diamonds. Oh, that's because that's a suit success. Diamonds matches the thing, so you're fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Whew. All right, so yeah.
So now
out
it's-
the whole.
It's Flankman and Teddy versus 6 militia on the other side.
Sorry,
of
guys.
The train.
Teddy literally volunteered for this. It's fine.
Yeah, and once again, I can't stress enough, Flankman thinks that preserving life is the most precious thing. So he's not so much
I
that
love
he's
it.
brave, he just doesn't like the idea of other
Yeah.
people.
This went such interesting ways, and I'm loving it. Oh yeah.
Thank you, poop hole.
Yes, I know.
Right?
All of it was possible because you were like, we need a place to poop other than the bucket. Like, let's just think upon that your lives were saved because of the poop hole.
Raise the poop hole.
God bless the poop hole.
Well, if you are ever captured
Wow.
or
Raven.
in an enclosed space, make a poop hole immediately.
Make a poop hole.
Yeah,
That's what is it? There's shelter, food, and a poop hole.
Yeah,
Those are
and
the
a
things you
poop
need
hole.
to survive in the wilderness.
the pyramid of required necessary stuff.
Raven says the militia are getting flanked.
Get flanked.
God,
Yeah.
mental damage.
Put
But
on
it
the
looks
CSI
like
glasses.
Teddy and Flankman are in combat.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
When Teddy thinks enough time has passed, he'll try to break his cuffs.
Yeah, no, it pretty much happens immediately once because things are going crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're running around the wagon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he breaks free.
yeah. So it's your guys' turn.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I imagine Teddy's almost like when they put the handcuffs on Superman, he just does it out of like being like pageant. Like it's like, oh, we're done with this. Click.
Yeah. It's like, God damn it.
zero effort used. Real quick. So I once again, Flightman will kind of follow Teddy's lead, but I'm imagining we're just trying to get rid of these guys and then run to the tree line with our friends.
Yeah, Teddy wants to break his cuffs and then knock the wagon over
Oh.
on the people who are running around it. I'm aware that he is gonna get shot. Like, I'm aware of this.
Okay. Well, Okay, you tell me how Flightman can pull this off. Because once again, it's not like he's a fighter. It's not like he's trained.
Get ahead and be able to heal him when he gets to you.
He's got his big ass shield. He's got that giant piece of metal with a handle on it.
Yep.
He'll either try to bum rush somebody so he can at least knock them over with it, protect himself, and protect anyone else he can with it.
Okay, stand in front of Teddy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like he'll try to do that. He'll bum rush anybody that's near you, knock them, try to floor them, and then just try to block. Yeah, physically.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you can pretty much just save your actions and stuff like that to negate any actions that are coming out. So
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Great. So we need cards.
So not for Flankman right now, but for Teddy, you are attempting. So I think one success per action would do fine. So one to break the chain, one to flip the thing over.
Great. I've got a 6 and a 5, so I've got 3 successes. Can I do one more thing?
Yeah. What would you want that one thing to be?
Are there consequences to negate, or?
Not at this moment. You guys are going first, so their turn they would deal out consequences.
I want to knock away somebody's crossbow as I'm breaking, as Teddy's breaking his cuffs.
Excellent. All right, perfect. So we'll lower the consequences that they can deal out as the crossbow is sent flying.
Yeah.
Oh no. So two
Crossbow
people.
sent flying, wagon is tipped.
Yeah, two people are away chasing the other two and trying to find them. One person no longer has a crossbow, so that leaves 3 individuals. Flankman, let's do this.
Yeah.
So each of them are shooting you. So that is 3 successes. So 3 consequences with 2 exhaust each.
Okay. So what do I need to do?
So you're playing athletics, and every
athletics.
success will nullify one of those consequences.
Okay, and I know it's been so long since I've pulled this card. What does a Joker do again?
Oh, that's an auto success. Like no matter what.
Just
right?
1 or 3?
Just 1.
Just the 1. Okay. And since I'm not, let's see, diamond. And since I'm not trained in it, I can only use the 1 card.
Correct.
Well,
yeah.
then I'll pretty much have to use the Joker. It's the only thing I got available. As far as
Excellent.
well, no, I mean actually I do have a queen, which
You
is
have
worth 7.
advantage.
Oh, I forgot about that. I do.
You have 2 advantages.
Do I?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Two right there.
Okay, so if I use a queen, that's a 7. What can I add to it that will Does it have
An
to be
ace.
Yeah.
just to make it
would
an
get
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I have an ace of hearts. Can I add that to it or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
once
I'm
you're
using-
using your advantage, yeah, that'd be totally cool.
Okay, and yeah, I think that'll be good enough for now.
All right, so that's
yeah.
2 successes, right?
2 successes. Yeah, he's once again he doesn't. He's lucky in this as it is.
Yeah, and with your shield, you get to negate 1 damage, so you only have to discard 1 card for this.
All right, done.
Excellent.
So he says, so yeah, if anything, maybe nothing actually hit him. Just stuff hitting him, going like he hits himself in the head with his own shield.
Oh God!
Stop hitting yourself, man.
All right, so it is your turn again. Next turn, the 2 will be headed back, so you only have 2 more turns before the others are back.
Oh, it's our turn again?
Mhm.
Okay. Teddy's gonna charge at someone who's still got a crossbow. If they're grouped together, 2 people who've got crossbows.
All right. go ahead.
Try to take him down. Okay,
Clothesline.
so I've got, and that'll be Kenny's readiness.
No, for this one it would be close combat.
Oh, shit. Okay. I don't have any diamonds left.
Oh no.
But I do. God. You didn't let me have
Combat
my armor, so I can't use my gear cards.
I know.
God.
Hey, real quick, how many cards do you have left right now to utilize?
4. So with a broken wagon, Teddy's gonna pick up like a beam from the wagon
Mhm.
and swing it at them. As many as he can catch would probably be 1, since I only have 8 points. I have 2 4s,
All right.
clubs and spades.
Excellent. All right, sweet. Smacking one upside the face. We'll say for this one, we'll give it 2 damage. So
He's
yeah,
very big.
yeah, it's like the guy's like bleeding upside the head. Like what the hell?
Now
Alright.
that it's like
They
been
knew there was a
around-
technophont in there. What they
Oh
want?
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why they brought 6 crossbows. Like,
It's like 6 of us versus 1 of you. Yeah, it sounds like good fair odds to me. Or you should
Yeah, I know, right?
That's for you. You should have brought more people.
Mhm.
what were you about to say, Wowzer?
I was gonna say, now that it's been a round of action, can we have heard that and like maybe I can like, oh shit, they're not running away immediately and like
Mhm.
go. I
Yeah,
will.
there's definitely
be-
shouting and like pings of metal and stuff. And all
Teddy's
Do I
just
see
roaring.
Vin?
Huh?
Do I see Vin?
So I really wish my character would help right now, but they are not themselves very clearly. They are kind of just wandering the woods, kind of like scrambling about and just calling out like, Misha, I'm fine. It's okay. You can come out now, Misha.
You have that to deal with.
Can I shout to him to stay close to us? Like stay close to the yelling? If it'll do anything, I'll try.
You can try. I think he'll just look over to the sound and like tilt his head and kind of like come forward like very confused, but like,
Misha's over here.
you know my daughter.
Yeah, she's over here. She's in the train.
Okay,
It's like
I didn't
candy.
see her, but okay, I'm coming.
I have candy in this van.
Actually, I'm curious. Can this version of Dr. Vin, can he walk in those heels very well?
No, you can't.
It's like only Dr. Vin can walk and manage in those heels in the woods. This guy's whoa.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I don't let. I'll be there soon.
Stay right here by the train. I'm gonna go get her.
You're a very nice lady.
You're a very nice man.
And he kind of just like starts like knocking on one of the carts.
Okay.
Is
I
it
just like,
this
sneak
one?
over with my net gun now.
Is it this one?
All right, Flankman, what are you up to?
Let's see. So Teddy is kicking ass and not taking names because father.
Who cares?
He's have name tags. That's how.
Well, you're not even asking their names. So.
Florentine Citadel, that's who they are.
That's what they
Yeah.
identify themselves as. Who is? I guess which people that are attacking us are in full capacity that's near that Flankman can easily see.
I mean, they're all within pretty close proximity to you. There are, was it 4? One is armed. The other just got smacked by a piece of steel. The other 3 still have their crossbows.
All right. A couple real quick. Teddy, how many cards do you have right now?
2.
2.
But I have advantage.
You do have. Okay, because I was going to say like Flankman would probably, seeing that this situation isn't concluded just yet, will probably. And you tell me if he can do more than one thing during this turn. He would like to essentially give the energizing tonic and inject it into as Teddy is setting stuff up. That'll give you 2 extra cards right now.
Oh.
And can he do something else, or is that going to take up his whole turn?
Blankman didn't have to find
think
a
it'll be
hole in
good.
Teddy's
Yeah.
armor. Because Teddy's not wearing his armor.
Oh, so it was
Yeah, you just slap it anywhere.
It's just like I was like, well, that is like since you're kind of in a baseball pose and you're knocking guys out with this screaming Auburn time. He's like, well, that glute is really pumping out. That big old butt cheek just bulging.
It is a nice butt.
So yeah, he energizes. But can deflate anything else in this? Does that take up the whole thing?
That'll take this at least. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that he's literally behind Teddy, another kind of defensive positioning, essentially cut her back. Yeah. So she's got the.
You're
front.
like Brum. From League of Legends. Yeah, I love it. All right, it's their turn.
Don't look so happy.
So I get 2 cards.
Yeah, you get to pull 2 cards right now.
Fucking
Yeah.
sweet. Okay.
Yeah. I want to make sure I read this right. Allows you to immediately draw 2 cards
Yeah.
from the deck. Yes.
Yeah, you pretty much get injected with coffee
Yeah.
right into your veins. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
okay,
yeah.
we know it's math. You can just say math.
Yeah, it's meth. So the person you smack says, "Okay, stop! Everyone, stop! Hold on! Fuck! God damn it! That hurt like hell. Sorry, we're not the Citadel of Florence. This is just stop. Okay, everyone, chill out. Stop. Oh God, that hurt." Just like grabbing his head and like they all put their crossbows down. It's like, okay, what are you guys doing?
What do you make of this?
Teddy's still got his board in his hands, and he's looking around. And he's like, kind of the wrong tactic to take. We already submitted ourselves to your
Yeah,
KO.
I know.
What
We
are you
had this
doing?
whole thing where we're gonna capture you and see if you would squeal, like in that V for Vendetta movie. That and to make sure you were loyal, but it didn't work out. All right,
You're gonna do it for 2 months or however long. Shake our
Yes.
heads.
It was a bad idea. That was my bad. I'm sorry. God damn it. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go get some water. You guys handle this.
Teddy marches over to the wagon, hauls his coffin out from underneath it, and just stands with it. Just stands there with it, like, yeah.
Yeah, one of the other militia's like, okay, I guess since we're not doing that, we'll take you to the town.
I'm wrangling up Vin.
Yep.
For sure.
We're looking around
Right.
for you. Like,
Where is Misha?
Is your friend gonna be okay, or?
Come around here. We'll deal with it, and we're gonna go back around with everybody else.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
Bateman. Then
Okay.
apparently it was a extreme misunderstanding, not on our part.
I'm kind of
Uh,
hoping he forgets about the Misha thing.
It's nice to meet you all. What's going on?
They tried to. They're interrogating us in the most awkward way possible.
Was it like there was some sort of hazing? I'm not sure exactly what they were attempting.
Why are we not in Florence? This is a beautiful machine.
Hey, real quick, would Flakeman have ever seen Dr. Vin act like this before, or is this completely?
This is how long have you known Ven?
I mean, I would imagine they're colleagues, even if it's been not working together. So he's probably been, however many years they've both been there, he's at least been aware of him. But yeah, as far as how close they are, that's up to that's up in the air.
Ven kind of just randomly showed up to the Citadel, and it thinking about it, it might be kind of weird that they let this random dude in a plague doctor's outfit start doing science
Oh, so
work
it's sort of
with
like Dr. Flankman probably went to school, and most of his colleagues are people he was in classes with.
But no, when you started working, you just suddenly found Ven there, like and like your other colleagues, like, oh, he's always been here, sort of thing.
He's just he's like a wall fixture. He's just always
and so yeah, there's definitely like this. This is not something you've seen before. He sounds like a normal German person. Like no like Team Fortress 2 medikit stuff. He's just sort of like I see you have a uniform of the Citadel. What is your name, young man?
Well, I go by Dr. Flankman. I have to admit I'm a little. Would you mind if I gave you a curious examination right now to make sure that you're?
No, I would appreciate that. I'm dressed in this ridiculous outfit I've ever seen.
Believe it or not, it's of your own vocation that you're normal wear. Yes.
Really?
That's why I say I'd like to.
I'm sorry to mislead you. This is not how I normally dress. This is quite embarrassing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Yes. Come over here. Come over here. Sit down. I have some clean water. Here you go.
his hand. Zagreus, Dr. Neil Zagreus. It's good to meet you.
What is that name again?
Neil Zagreus.
Neil. Can you spell that?
I'll just type it on.
Okay, yeah, that did I. And yeah, like I mean, if he needs to pull a card or not, but yeah, Flame will do his best to like check his dilated pupils. Just very very quick checkup essentially. See if he's in shock, anything like that.
I can easily describe this as how would I say this? If you're checking his pupils and everything, he's fine. There's definitely just like it's suddenly as if like you've heard stories of people like hitting their frontal cortex and like changing personalities or learning how to speak French or like any kind of language. It could be like that, but like you would need to take off his mask and like do something a lot more. And like if you get near the mask, he would get a little defensive. Like I don't. It is not a. You understand? It's just not a sight. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to invade your personal space any more than you're willing to allow me. But just please believe that I, Dr. Flingman, and this large gentleman is Teddy, and this person in official uniform that is Officer Bateman. Well, we do have a little one named Sophie, but she's run off quite at the moment. We have your best interests at heart, and until you have your bearings, I suggest you stay close to us and listen to what we say. We are very far away from the Citadel right now in Florence.
I understand. These are very interesting uniforms. They look rather different than someone I'm used to. Do you have your license, young man?
The fact that it's like the second or third time he said young man, he's like, he kind of looks at the other two and he's like, no one's said that to me in a very long time. But I would imagine Flagman does have sort of a actually, you know what, since we're on this mission, he might have gone out of his way to not bring any sort of identification with him.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What is
He was
this
like, no,
thing on my
believe it or not,
shoulder?
we're on sort of a covert mission outside of the Florence itself. So the least
that
amount
is
of
bad.
identifying.
That is bad. I am not a covert operative. I am a
No, we're not operatives. We're just.
I'm a practicing architect. It's a citadel. I don't go out on missions. You understand? I don't. Why do I have a crossbow? Why is there this thing on my shoulder? It has cards.
Yes, it like I said, stick with us. We'll help explain your situation. But at the moment, your scenario that you're in right now is yes, you are with us, and
Oh, can you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
Look through your cards. What's the earliest one you have? Did the Citadel take your memory?
young lady, the citadel does not take memories. It does not.
Did they
don't
do
have
this
that
to you?
sense. No, I don't know what you're talking about. What a day ago, I was in my lab. I was testing. You see, my memory of yesterday is very, very
Check your
Uh,
cards.
yeah, of course. These gloves, they have claws. I keep stabbing the guards. It's very unhelpful.
So they kind of lead you through the woods as like all of this is happening, and you come to like this little quaint village with kind of clay and straw households, a windmill, like a little wooden tower with someone kind of gazing out with a telescope. The guy who got hit by the 2x4 is like rubbing his head, and someone's addressing it. And then as you guys kind of come to the clearing, see Sophie at a picnic table, having lunch with an old school construct. So one of those constructs with like, who still looks human, but with kind of like pieces of their flesh gone, and like metal and gears can be seen, looking very much reminiscent of the rule book. Yeah, shoehorn him. It's great. Unless there's anything else, we're gonna stop it there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was.
I need to know Vin's answer.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so good. We're gonna go on a raid here in just a minute, but before we do, I'm gonna let everybody say what their favorite part was, where we can find them, and anything they want to share or plug. And then I'll have a couple of little announcements, and then yeah, we'll go on the raid. So we'll go reverse order from how we started. So we'll start with Mitchell. Favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I think
Well, we know what his favorite part wasn't.
Oh no, my favorite part was when I had this whole thing planned after watching V for Vendetta, and it was going to be great with confirmation of their beliefs and who they want to be and what they'll stand for, and then all this cool stuff. And they're like, "Nah, let's smack these people with a 2x4."
I mean, if anything, we did prove all that, just in a very much concise way.
Yeah, it was like, and going through the poop hole.
That's how those are our convictions.
Exactly.
Always have a plan B.
When I was on a train in China and I had to travel a long way and I had to use a restroom, I held it. I had to hold it.
Wow.
Back in my day.
We had oatmeal and like mustard greens.
We
for
had
breakfast.
a big breakfast, and there were greens
And coffee everywhere.
and
coffee.
Oh God.
It was made to poop.
That poop bucket was not great. It was
It would have gotten filled very quickly.
Yeah.
And it had
So-
holes at the bottom. It just wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite part, was like, you guys like, nah, we're not doing that. I'm like, oh, well, this isn't gonna go like I thought it was. cool. So yeah, that was my favorite part. You can find me Penny for Tell on all the social medias. As always, this was a great time.
Fantastic. Next, Wowzers, same question.
My favorite part was not having to go on a date because the dates were amazing, but just not in my character. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to just get to sit back and witness you guys trying to do that. That was good.
I mean, I think we all did pretty well, honestly.
I 100% need to know after this. Like, I need a private message from Vin, like what's going on, because now I'm even more paranoid. As far as like personal stuff, just follow the handle beneath my camera and you'll be updated on anything I'm working on.
Awesome. Josh, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
Yeah. Let's see. One. Yeah. I do want to ask this question real quick, just game wise, because I meant to ask this way earlier. You know what? We'll do that next time. Never mind. My name's Josh. You can find me at Hobox on a lot of things. But my main thing I like to push and plug is I play a game of Dungeons and Dragons podcast with my kids. It's called Teenagers and Troublemakers. We have Twitter account, all the other stuff. We produce comics. I've done a little bit of animation. I'll put that stuff in the. Actually, I won't be able to because my computer's acting weird. But that stuff, just Google Teenagers and Troublemakers. Our kind of stuff will come up. But as far as favorite part in the game, I mean, I have lots of favorite parts of the game. But the one thing that I wrote down, like, as I'm trying to take better notes. I don't think enough reaction happened to this. Was the guy with the long hair going, "I'm a plumber," and the callback, "Not a good one. We got leaks." Like, there should have been an air horn,
That was great.
like. So yeah, that was a great comeback, and you like off the top. Like, I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, you should have said.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should have said something about a guy's crossbows. Now you're happy to see it. Like, no, that was 1,000 times better. But none of us were there to witness it. It was just you and that guy. And the crazy chandelier construct shining his lights. But yeah, I think that was my single favorite line of the entire thing. But no, like I love that we took a stand and I got to stab Teddy in the butt with some meth.
As one does.
As one does, yeah. with zero objection.
Speaking of Teddy, Hope, same questions.
Oh boy, like we had two. Since we had like two kind of like sections of the game, I'm gonna give a favorite part from each. Yeah, our dates were pretty funny because of the different ways we approached them. I enjoyed that a lot. Not just because like, holy shit, we're all thirsty, but more just because like, Dr. Venn, I'm on a date. Why? And Blankman just being like, I don't. Let me consult my manual, my government issued manual. That was really good. And then for the second half, just like us arguing the need for the poop hole was fantastic. Yeah, Teddy was not about to be taken captive again. No.
Gotta protect a poop hole.
I mean, he was conscripted. He's not getting yanked from where he is for a second time.
Oh, that's great. And then anything else to share or plug?
Oh, yeah. So you can find me at HopeTracy71 on Twitter and here, and hanging out and doing things on the Lady Sido's channel on Mondays. I think soon we're going to go back to Tales of Drahi, Isles of Drahi, something Drahi. Anyway. And it might be possible that your Thal might be showing up elsewhere after they may or may not have made a deal with a very powerful entity that makes them somebody else's enemy. So we'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. And then Anthony, favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
As I mentioned at the start, twitter.com/charboxava. I got stuff in cooking. I'm cooking up or something. My favorite part was I think drawing that king, because I was like, oh wow, I get to suffer from some circumstances for the first time, and then I'm like, you know what? This is a great time to do backstory stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just introduce people to an entirely new person. I swear it makes sense, but you gotta it. I don't know. I kind of liked watching the experience of role playing Ven as being very forgetful, and then suddenly a new guy is always very fun, and it kind of allows me to have my character make rational choices for a person in panic and like total reality dysphoria. While also getting to see how the system works. So like taking, I have to say that that initial time of just kind of having Ben lose his marbles and then getting hit with the crossbows, that was kind of like where my figure moment was.
Yeah, I like that it happened right after he got laid too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to I have to dwell with the consequences that this new person's like, oh, we had sex. Oh, you might have a child. Oh, I don't remember any of this. I don't know who you are. Please.
She was only after your genetics anyway. It
I
doesn't
just
matter.
want to see my daughter again. So yeah, that's my favorite moment.
All right. Well, then we're going to go on a raid. Our raid cry that we've got is 3 necessary things for survival: shelter, water, and a poop hole. And we're going to go raid Follow Black Cats. That's a great group of people over there. They're playing some After the Fire tabletop RPG. So go give all of them a follow and say hello. And then I will see you all again in a few hours for the 50th episode of Animus Absentis. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. So I will see you all then. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you later. Make your poop balls.